What's going on? It's Michael Alder here from TakingActionToday.com, and before I get into the content piece of this, I do want to apologize for the audio quality as I am doing this from my car, but I think it's more important to get strategies out to the marketplace in this time of need so people can continue expanding their businesses, generating more income streams, and getting the lifestyle they really want versus, damn, he didn't even plug in his microphone. I know. Let's just get through this, though. This is important here. So, before I get into the strategies here, be sure to drop by TakingActionToday.com. Get the passive income blueprint over there, just giving you some ideas you can use to start growing income streams immediately. No matter where you're at in life, you can take action on these, whether it's building out a YouTube channel, buying and selling raw land for profit, or trading stocks with as little as $5. I share videos on this as well, but TakingActionToday.com will show you what's up. So stop by there to get that. Let's get into the content piece, though. Jay had dropped by and he said, hey, how do you protect yourself from land? What's the tax benefits? What happens when you get sued? And every legal question under the sun. Jay, I appreciate you connecting. First off, super dope of you, and thank you. But some of these questions I just can't answer thoroughly because it is legal advice. So before I get into this here, let's just say this is for entertainment purposes only. Always consult your attorney before going into any business transaction. Now let's listen to my nonsense, since you're not going to take action on it, and I just want you to laugh about this. So, buying and selling raw land. What's the benefits? How do you protect yourself? How do you avoid getting sued? Now, whether you know this or not, maybe this is the first time you've connected with me. I was in the residential real estate game for years. You name it. Wholesaling, fix and flips, buy and holds, that rental game, yada, yada, yada. And towards the end there, the bigger I got, the more I got sued. I was losing more money in courtrooms and attorney fees and settlements than I was profiting. And I was like, this model is not fun, it's stressful, and I'm just losing money. Cash flow is not a thing, passive income is not a thing with this model. For me, that is. There's other people killing it. I just was getting beat down left and right. So not for me. That's why I switched to land. So let's talk about the benefits of land and how to avoid getting sued, what to do if you do get sued, and once again, always consult your attorney, don't listen to me. Having said that, first things first, you may notice I focus on super affordable lots. The land that I buy basically is anywhere from $200 to $2,000 per lot. Now, I buy some properties that are bigger than that, but for the most part, that's kind of my sweet spot. There's a number of reasons I focus on this. Let's do the first one. It's super affordable. The masses want to own property throughout the U.S. just to diversify their portfolio holdings, and I offer that at an amazing rate. So I want to go really big, really small income streams, but mass portfolio so it adds up fast. That's my goal there. Next, I focus on rural vacant land, middle of nowhere land, right? And people may say, who wants that? Trust me, there's a massive buyer pool for that too. Now let's go ahead and switch it up. The legal side of this. And just so you know, I'm not going to get into tax advantages. I have a guy I pay to do my taxes. I just, hey, here's what we have. Let me know what I owe the government. That's it. I don't care to educate myself on that. I just have somebody that handles it for me. So I am no help in that department, even though people ask me that question all the time. Let's get back to the legal aspects of this, though. And then I'm going to give you something very important at closing. So do not click off. Okay. So first things first, the legal side of it. Let's say somebody wants to sue me, okay? This is why you would use something like an LLC to protect yourself and put a number of properties under one LLC and then a number under another. So these cases or these deals I do are smaller. Let's say just stuff hit the fan, someone says, I'm going to sue you for whatever reason. People could sue you for anything. You can usually negotiate a settlement before it even comes down to that point. But let's just say I royally piss someone off and they're coming guns a-blazing for me. They have their attorneys locked in. They are coming to take me down. What if I had 10 properties in one LLC and they said, I'm coming after that LLC and taking you down, and each one of those properties in that LLC cost me $500 a pop. That's $5,000. Well, to win in court, I would pay my attorney $5 to $10 grand to win. So wouldn't it be easier for me to say, you know what, you're right, I'm going to give you this whole portfolio right here and I'm just going to walk away. Now, some of you might be like, oh my God, no. Trust me, it's a cost of doing business, and when you get big enough, you do settlements like these. Is it fun? No, especially not in the beginning. It's a gut check for real. But the bigger you get used to it. It's just the cost of doing business, that's all. So if you only kept so much under each company and one of those companies got sued, then you know your risk is very minimal. You could also put insurance policies on top of these to have the insurance pay out on that. That's another thing to keep in mind. But let's go with the other big reason you might get sued and why I structure my deals the way I do. The other way you could get sued is the classic, I tripped and fell on your property, now you have to pay me $500 a month for the rest of my life because it happened on your soil. So we focus on rural vacant land. The odds of this happening on rural vacant land is very slim. But let's just say someone's come across your property on an ATV. They hit a rock, they fly off, they hit their head, and they have damage done to them. Now, because of this, any attorney's like, oh, hell yeah, we about to get you paid. So the attorney steps up and sues your balls off. They sue the LLC. Same exact scenario. You're not being personally attacked, your company's being attacked. And once again, this is not legal advice, but typically you could just fold the company, give them the properties within the company, and call it a day. That's it. You just cut your losses and you move on to the next deal there. So that's kind of a strategy to look at and then present that to your legal advisor so they could say, you know what, there's something here, but this is actually the right way to do it. And then you follow everything by legal guidelines within your county, state, wherever. So that's my 2 cents on it there. But the big play here is to just take action. This is what I want you to pay attention to. I get flooded, believe it or not, with these questions alone, so much so that people won't even go out and invest their $200, their first $200 property. They just won't do it. Now, here's the problem with that. If you're not willing to just go out and fall flat on your face on your first deal, hell, your first 5 deals, you know what I'm saying? You will never get the passive income streams you want. It's a learning curve. We all fall. I still get beat up to this day, and I've been in the game for years. But as long as your wins are way bigger than your losses, that's what you gun for. Nobody has a perfect scenario. Chris Bruce was on my podcast years ago, and I think he said he got 30 rejections when he first started wholesaling. Like, I'm talking hard, slam the door in your face rejections, deals falling apart, like every reason to quit. And the dude kept pushing through, and now he's the rock star he is. So that's what you have to be willing to go through. And if you're not willing to invest $200, $500 into each one of your first few deals just to get the learning curve, even if you lose money on the first few, or if you're lucky enough to break even to figure out what really does work and then scale, it's just not going to be a reality for you. And that's kind of sad because you have to have multiple streams of income, in my opinion, to survive where we're at in the world right now. You got your job. That's one. If you lose that, you're done. You need that. Then you need to have your little passive income stream. And once that's up and performing, you need to scale on to the next. Now, I have my 2 main income streams, and then I probably have another 4 or 5 that are tiny, but they still count. They add up. They pay for my car, stuff like that. Just little shit that I get every month, you know? And that's the way you want to build things. And I'm so far away from where I really want to be in life, but just keep that in mind. Take it to heart and go out there and actually take action. Now, couple things. I want you to shoot me a text with any questions at 440-678-1151. Tap the subscribe button if you're still on this channel. I really appreciate you for that. Go to takingactiontoday.com to get the passive income blueprint. And then, I know I'm sending you all over the place. Stick it out with me one more time. Instagram. If you want to connect with me there, I'm going to start sharing tiny clips of me just doing little baby investments every day, whether it's in the stock market, me creating content to get AdSense income, or flipping land at Michael_Alder39 on Instagram. I'll start sharing that daily over there. So if you like consuming content over there, I'm trying to cover all the platforms, especially now in this time of chaos. It's time to impact as many people as possible and help them get the cash flow they deserve. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll connect with you in the next video.